Yeah, no, it just it came about the chairman spotting and identifying me as, one of the candidates to take the club and try and lead the club forward. And when the opportunity came, I didn't hesitate at the taking the option and trying to be the next manager here at Sheffield Wednesday. An excellent club, steeped in huge tradition, size and structure of the club. And the opportunity was too much to resist. So I had little hesitation in terms of wanting to become the next manager.
How did this come about? Did you make your interest in the vacancy known, or was it an approach from Sheffield Wednesday?
No, it's got to be an approach really, because if you know me, I just get my head down and just carry on doing what you do on a day-to-day basis. It's wonderful that your work, what you're doing, it's recognised by a club of this size and structure. And all I just want to do, Richard, is continue what I've been doing, is keep working hard and giving Sheffield Wednesday every ounce and every inch of myself in terms of getting the club going and moving forward and a continuation.
As you say, Darren, it's quite gratifying that your work is being recognised. How much of a surprise, though, was it when you learnt of Sheffield Wednesday's interest? Because, as you say, you were focused pretty much on the job at Doncaster.
Yeah, once my advisor had signalled the interest to me from them, you still have to continue, but they went through all the right procedures, all the right parameters in terms of contacting the previous club, and we had a discussion about it, and then we move on and move forward. And all I've ever wanted to just do was just get started as quickly as possible, and here we are today. It's been great to meet the players today, great to meet the staff today. It's been a good training session today with the players, and I look forward to catching up with them all again tomorrow as we continue to work, looking forward.
How difficult a decision was it for you personally and professionally then, Darren? Because you've experienced pretty much the full range of emotions as a manager, from the experience at West Brom to the job you were doing at Doncaster, getting them very much in contention for the playoffs. How difficult was it?
Yeah, I mean, it's again, I have to go back to how I just work on a day-to-day basis. It's trying to maximise each and every single potential out of every single day, and that's the way I've been working, and that's the way I'll continue to work. And as I said, you never lift your head in terms of looking elsewhere, because I like to think that the organisations that I've been in, they get Darren Moore every part of me. So in terms of that, that's the way it was. But as I said, these things happen in football, and as I said, to get the recognition through this wonderful club was an exciting prospect at the time. But you still continue working, and that even when there's interest in that, there's still a long way to go in terms of getting things done. So I'm really pleased that we managed to get things done. And as I said, the biggest part for me is coming into the football club, and the most important part of the job for me is being on the grass with the players, and that's been the ultimate really, and that's what I long for and will continue to do. So I'm here today to express my excitement, the desire here that I have at the football club, the honour that it is for me to echo this to the whole of the support of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. I thank the chairman for giving me the opportunity to come and manage this wonderful football club, and now the work starts.
Clearly, you can see when you talk about the size of the club and the lure of Sheffield Wednesday, it's an attractive proposition. But you look at the position they find themselves in at the moment as well. And what is it, 14 games or so left to play in the season, and you're 6 points adrift of safety, with Rotherham coming on Wednesday next up. How big a challenge is this for you?
Yeah, it's a huge challenge. It is a huge challenge, and what I will say to everybody connected at this wonderful football club is what's gone on's gone on, and it's gone now. And there's nothing we can do about that because it's gone. But what we can all do to come is come together as one, because we all have a desire and a love for this wonderful football club. And we need that together as a support. You know, the fans. I'm calling on the fans. I'm calling on everybody connected to the football club. And I think the word I'd use for that is unity, a oneness for us all. And if we can join together, we know that the masses of army, of fans and support that this club has. And the message goes out to them as one, that, you know, let's get behind. Let's look forward to these final 14 games of the season, and come together as one, and join forces really, and just focus and look forward to them. I certainly, for one, is looking forward to the challenge. It's a great challenge, and that's why, you know, we're here, because it's a great challenge. And as I said, you know, I'm calling on everybody to come together as one.
What message has the chairman given to you about his aspirations and the goals he sets for you to achieve at this club, Darren?
The chairman has his heart is within the football club. He desires the football club to start climbing back up the table and getting that structure and stability correct here. You know, the way he spoke of the club with so much affinity and everything, and real passion, really did speak of it highly. And as I said, you know, over the years I've known about this football club, and he's just echoed within the reaches of the football club. And once he was speaking within that, you know, and I felt the desire in his heart towards the football club, you know, ever more so I wanted to be part of it. And as I said, you know, I'm really delighted he's given me the opportunity to do so.
And are you able to give us an insight into what contracts you've agreed in terms of being manager here at Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah, no, just for me, it's irrelevant really for me on a day to speak like that really about contractual situations. What I just want to do is talk about the football, Richard, because that's the bit that excites me. Any additional stuff away from it and that, you know, is irrelevant for me really in terms of that, and it's just focusing on team matters and team fairs.
Final question from me, Darren. What's the message you've given to the players, having met them earlier today, and will you be in the dugout on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the message has been clear to the players, like I've echoed to all the fan base and everybody at the football club, in terms of, you know, what's gone on now. It's gone. It's what we do now, and it's how we focus our minds now in terms of looking forward. And coming together and working hard together as a group, and seeing, you know, when we're together as a group, just what can be achieved in terms of going forward. We know it's a hard task ahead of us. We know it's a difficult road. We know there's some big hurdles ahead of us, but we can approach those hurdles together as one, really, as a group, in terms of going forward.
And will you be in the dugout on Wednesday night, Darren?
Yes, yeah, I'll be very much there in the dugout. Yeah, I'm ready to go on Wednesday evening. Yeah, what I can just say to everyone from my perspective is, you know, to come in and join this wonderful club, and the challenges that presents itself is what you're in the business for, in terms of that, you know, and challenging yourself in terms of going forward. I feel we've got a wonderful group of players here. I feel it's a wonderful football club. Irrespective of what's gone on before, I feel like I've got some good people in and around me here. I've met some the staff and the players this morning, and I'm really, really happy and excited to be here. And the biggest thing for me is sort of getting this day, because I understand the news is broken and everybody's getting this day over and done with. I'm really getting some work tomorrow onwards, and just looking forward.
You talk about work and you talk about challenge. You've certainly got a challenge on, haven't you? Especially after results recently and picking the team up after that devastating defeat after being 2-0 up on Saturday.
Yes, it was, and I've watched back the game, and there's some wonderful points to pick up in the game that I've alluded to the players this morning in terms of how well they did on Saturday, and the second half was just sheer lapses of maybe concentration, what's probably just elude them a little bit, which put the game in doubt. And then obviously the result came. But for me, I saw some wonderful moments in that first half of the game, some real excellent play, some good football. And as I said to them, I've echoed that to the group, and I've looked at areas where we need to get better and need to be better in terms of going forward with the games that are coming up, and hopefully we'll work on some of those aspects. There's a lot of work to be done here in terms of in possession and out possession of the ball, and we'll go about doing that. And there's no formula to it. It's just work on the training ground, and I think that's what we just need to do, is get on the training ground. The more time we can get on the training ground, the more time we can implement some good work into the players in terms of going forward.
Over the last 21 years, many managers have tried and failed to get Sheffield Wednesday back into the Premier League. Is that one of the motivations for you as well?
Yeah, if I've got a desire within is to obviously you're looking, your first thing short term is to get in here and work, but obviously long term, I think every manager has a desire to leave some sort of a legacy at the football club, because that's what we're in it for. We're driven, and we all believe that, and there's no different here in terms of that. So in terms of that, you want to go forward and here, but short term, there's short term and long term goals, and the first thing you got to look at is the short term goals, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We've come in here now. There's not much time to think, because we've got a game on Wednesday, so we hit the ground running here, and so be it.
You're not the first manager to come in and call on the fans and the players to come together. What makes you different to the others who've been here before?
I'm just me. I'm not asking to be anything different. I'm just being me. I'm just working honestly and openly, and hopefully in my playing or managerial track record, hopefully people have seen signs in that, in terms of going into a football club and bringing that support and together and team together, because we just work honestly and openly here, and I'm going to be no different. I'm not trying to be something that I'm not. I'm not trying to compare myself to another manager. I'm just trying to say I'm delighted and excited to be a manager of this football club, and it's exactly how I work in terms of going forward. And sometimes I've got the accolades as a manager, but within the team, there's so many different departments that need to come together in order for the team to be functioning right. And that's the reason what we'll be trying to do, as well as getting the players going on the football pitch.